Hello again, scholars. For our last video for this lesson, I will be showing you what you will be doing in your work time. So during your work time, which is the next couple of slides, you will see a problem like this. Again, you are looking for the measure of angle X, knowing one of the angles, which is 65 degrees. So we know that A is parallel to B, and we also know that T is a transversal. So, and we know that when this happens, that there are special relationships that are formed. And these relationships can either be congruent or supplementary. So for this next couple of slides, I would want you to, first of all, identify the type of angle pair that you're noticing. So go back to all our lessons from last week and all the previous videos that I've shown here. Look at the placement of X and 65. What do you see that is happening with them? What type of angle pair is being formed here? And what relationship would that be? So you're going to write down for me type of angle pair. So is it corresponding angle? Is it vertical angle? Is it alternate interior, alternate exterior? Is it same side interior, same side exterior? Are they linear pairs? So identify the type of angle pair. And then after that, you're also going to tell me these angles are, so what is the relationship? Are they congruent or are they supplementary? And then lastly, you're going to tell me, so X equals, so again, let me run down through this list again. So the first thing I need you to tell me is the type of angle pair that is formed. So if it's corresponding, alternate interior, alternate exterior, same side, whatever the angle pair that is formed is, write it down here for me. Then you will tell me these angles are. So now I want you to tell me what are their relationships. Are they congruent or are they supplementary? Then you can then tell me what X equals. So this is what I need you to do in the next couple of slides. So let's go ahead and do this example that we're seeing here. Now I need you to notice what's happening here. Look at where X is placed and look at where 65 degrees is placed. You can see that they are on opposite side of the transversal. So you can see that X is on the right side and 65 is on the left side. So they are on the opposite sides of the transversal. And because they're on the opposite sides, they are alternate. So we know that there's an alternate. So they are alternate, but we are not done yet. We just know this alternate just tells me their position in terms of the transversal. So in terms of the transversal, we can see that they are alternate. They are on opposite sides or on different sides of the transversal. You can also see, look at the parallel lines. Where are they placed in terms of the parallel lines? Look at the parallel lines. They are inside of the parallel lines. And because they are inside of the parallel lines, we can see that they are at the interior. So it will be alternate interior. So these are alternate interior angles. All right? And if they're alternate interior, we know that they are congruent. We know that they are congruent because if I know that this is 65, now I know that there is a linear pair here, and this would have to add up to 180/65, and this angle here has to add up to 180. So if I subtract 65 from 180, I will get 115 degrees. And that also tells me that this angle here, because we know that this angle here, the angle on top here, is corresponding to this angle that is 115 degrees. So this angle here, because they're sitting in the same intersection, they're sitting in the same corner at each intersection. So that tells me that this angle here is 115 degrees. And if this angle is 115 degrees, then by linear pair, these two angles add up to 180. and if they add up to 180, then I know that this is also 65 degrees. So I've been able to prove it using the corresponding angle theorem and also the linear pair to prove that this angle x and this angle 65 are congruent, and I know where their position is. They are alternate in terms of the transversal, and they are inside the parallel lines. So they are alternate interior angles. They are alternate interior angles. And these angles, we just proved it right now, that they are congruent. They are exactly the same measure. So, and if they're congruent, since this angle is 65, x is also 65. X is also 65. So my x equals 65 degrees. All right, so this is what you're going to be doing in the next couple of slides. You're going to tell me the type of angle pairs, okay, so whether they are alternate interior, whether they are corresponding, whether they are same side interior, same side exterior, and you want to make sure that you try and prove it to me, just like I proved it to you here. Even though that I knew that these are alternate interior, but I used this linear pair. I used the linear pair here to prove it. I found this angle here using linear pair. Then I used corresponding angle to find this here, and then I used the linear pair between both of them here to prove that x is actually 65. All right, so this is what you're going to do in the next couple of slides.